On Sunday, March 22nd, LGBT Student Services hosted a student film festival to celebrate LMU's queer filmmakers and their work. After their films were screened, a Q&A panel was held that segued into the presentation of awards and recognition. The Loyolans spoke with the directors to hear about their filmmaking process and what an event like this means to them.
The goal of this festival is to celebrate queer art and also queer filmmakers who are doing incredible work, and also our students here who are doing genuinely beautiful work and getting the word out there about how many talented queer filmmakers there are here. It's so important to have a safe space for everyone on campus for queer people, and basically I think film is something that a lot of people connect around and come together around, especially how LMU is a very film-based school. I think a lot of conversations that we have around queerness do center on maybe a more sad aspect of the queer community, and while safety is necessary and important, celebration is equally an important factor of having a good queer space. And I think that is something that the Queer Film Festival does. That is something that we at the LGBTS office try to cultivate. Just learning about queer people through film is such a good way to be introduced to the community.
Specifically for this film, I really wanted to be shown in queer spaces. The title of my film is Infatuated, and it's a body horror, so it's a lot different than your regular queer romance film. I think I'm always looking for, not just queer spaces specifically, but for just friends. So not only am I looking to gain, friends with other filmmakers, but just friends in general. I always think that going to film festivals is a way to network and connect and, find your next collaborators that you make films with.
I feel like it's really important to have safe spaces like this on campus, because honestly, if you didn't have it, then it really puts a lot of the work onto the individual person to make their own community.
I feel like with how everything is currently, we need to have this space for people to be able to properly express themselves and how they feel. It's important for everyone to see that they can also be open with each other and with their community.
For me specifically, and I know a lot of other queer people, we first learn what queerness is through media, and we are genuinely, as a society, very, very influenced by film and media, and we all have these shows and TV shows that we love. And when you see queer characters in that media, you are able to understand at a fundamentally different level and what queerness is, and I think it is a great way that cultivates empathy.
We always talk about how a photograph tells 1,000 words, but you never know what's going on before that photograph was taken, and with film you get to see things like that.
With film and also animation as well, you can get so much into this. So you can have the writing, how you want to write your characters, how you want to portray their characters.
I just wanted to see good film, or good queer film, and I was able to see that here, so I felt really great.
It's very important to continue to be your unique self and actually put the work in and make what you want to be made.
In terms of my film specifically, I hope that it inspires people to know that everyone is beautiful and that you don't have to change yourself for someone else.
By having a focus on us, it allows us to actually have deeper conversations about the issues we go through and the ways that we want to be represented in media, versus, let's say, it's a different film festival that's very more broad and only has one queer film. The chances of people actually talking about queer issues within that festival are very low because it's not the main focus, So I feel like it's really important that we have a festival like this so we can actually focus on each other and focus on the work we want to do in the community.